The culture of Somalia is an amalgamation of traditions in that were developed independently since the Proto-Somali era through interaction with neighboring and faraway civilizations, including other parts of Africa, the Arabian Peninsula, and Indian subcontinent. The name of the term Somali from a geopolitical sense in honor and from an ethnic sense. It is Kushite. The cultural diffusion of Somali commercial enterprise can be detected in its exotic cuisine, which contains Southeast Asian influences. Due to the Somali peoples from and family with poetry, Somali has often been referred to as a nation of poets and a nation of bards, and for example, by the Canadian novelist Margaret Laurence, Somalis have a storytelling tradition. According to Canadian novelist and scholar Margaret Laurence, who originally coined the term nation of poets to describe the Somali Peninsula, the Eidagale clan were viewed as the recognized experts in the compositions of poetry by their fellow Somali contemporaneous. Among the tribes, the Eidagala are the recognized experts in the composition of poetry. One individual poet of the Eidagala may be no better than a good poet of another tribe, but the Eidagala appear to have more poets than any other tribe. If you have 100 Eidagala men here, Hersey Yama once told me, and asked which of them could sing his old Gabe 95 will be able to sing. The others will still be learning. Somalis have a rich musical heritage centered of traditional Somali folklore. Most Somali songs are pentatonic, and they only use 5 pitches per octave, in contrast to a heptatonic 7-note scale such as the major scale. Somali art is the artistic culture of the Somali people, both historic and contemporary. These include artistic tradition in pottery, music, architecture, wood carving, and other genders. Somali art is characterized by its aniconisms, partly as a result of the vestigial influence of the pre-Islamic mythology of the Somalis coupled with their ubiquitous Muslim beliefs. Their country shape gives a united country the nickname Todobo 7. Somali nationalism is centered of the notion that Somalis in Greater Somalia share a common language, religion, culture, and ethnicity, and as such constitute a nation unto themselves. The ideology's earliest manifestations are often traced back to the Darawish, wherein the supreme Durbahante Garat Dirine Gure was monarchs, and whose emir was Muhammad Abdullah Hassan at the turn of the 20th century. In northwestern present-day Somalia, the first Somali nationalist political organization to be formed was the Somali Nation League (SNL), established in 1935 in the former British Somaliland Protectorate in the country's northeastern, central, and southern regions. The similarly oriented Somali Youth Club, SGC, was founded in 1943 in Italian Somaliland, just prior to the trusteeship period. The SGC was later renamed the Somali Youth League. In 1947, it became the most influential political party in the early years of post-independent Somalia. Notable pan-Somalists: Mohammed Abdullah Hassan, 7 of April 1856, 21 of December 1920, Emir of Darawish King Driye Gure, whom fought colonialists with the Dervishes during the struggle for Africa. Sultan Nur Ahmed Aman, 1841-1907, Sultan of the Harb Yunis and one of the founders of the Somali Dervish movement. Haji Sudi, one of the founding members of the Dervish movement and second in command after Muhammad Abdullah Hassan. Mahmud Ali Shire, 26th Sultan of the Warsangali Sultanate, 1897 to 1960. Hassa Doreh, a female governor of Dirji Gure, Sultan of the Dervishes. Habo Tako died in 1948. Early 20th century Somali family nationalist whose sacrifice became a symbol for pan-Somalism. Bashir Yusuf, 1945, Somali nationalist and religious leader. Abdullahi Isa, 1922-1988, first Prime Minister of Somalia. Aden Abdullah Osman Da'ara, 7 of January 1960, 10 of June 1967, first President of Somalia. Abdirrahid Ali Sharmarke, 10 of June 1967, 15 of October 1969, second President of Somalia. Hirsi Bulham Farah, former minister in the civilian government of the 1970s, political prisoner and pan-Somalist. Siad Barre, 1919 January 1995, third President of Somalia. Jama Kokhshel, Somali National Army General, former head of Somali Police and commander in the Supreme Revolutionary Council. Daoud Abdullah Hirsi, 1925-1965. Prominent Somali general considered the father of the Somali military. Mahmoud Harbi, active pan-Somalist that came close to uniting Djibouti with Somalia in the 1970s. Salat Gabeire Khediye, Major General in the Somali military and a revolutionary. Abdirizak Haji Hussein, former Prime Minister of Somalia, 1964-1967, and Somali Youth legal leader. Sheikh Mukhtar Mohammed Hussein, Speaker of Parliament from 1965 to 1969 and interim President of Somalia before the coup d'etat in 1969. Abdullahi Ahmed Irro, General in the Somali National Army, established the National Academy for Strategy. Michael Mariano, legendary political and diplomat, HJL member and advocate for occupied Somalis. Ali Matan Hashi, Brigadier General and politician, first Somali Air Force pilot, the father of Somali Air Force, and a prominent member of the Supreme Revolutionary Council. Abdurrahman Jamabare, former Minister of Foreign Affairs and Minister of Finance of Somalia. Haji Bashir Ismail Yusuf, first President of the Somali National Assembly and prominent Somali Youth legal member. Osman Haji Mohammed, prominent Somali Youth League member and parliamentarian. Abdullahi Yusuf Ahmed, President of Somalia, Colonel in Somali National Army, a commander during WSLF campaign. Omar Osman Rabeh, pan-Somalist that has written many works on Somali nationalism. Mohammed Ainase Gulaid, Major General in the Somali Nation Army and Vice President of the Somali Democratic Republic. Mohammed Farah Haidid, prominent Somali military commander and political leader. A former general and diplomat, he has the chairman of the United Somali Congress, USC, and later led the Somali Nation Alliance, SNA. In 1992, Aidid attacked American troops in the nation. He has one of the main targets of the Unified Task Force, eventually forcing United States forces to withdraw from Somalia in 1995.